I change your bum life. You fight me, it's a celebration.
I would beat you.
When you sign to fight me, it's a celebration. You ring back home, you ring your wife. Baby, we done it. We're rich, baby. Conor McGregor made us rich. Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Yo, welcome back to the fifth round. As always, myself, Stephen Moustaris. And I just got done, playing armchair matchmaker, armchair quarterback, whatever one you want to call it, for Hamzat and Gilbert Burns. And this moves me into the co-main event, Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling. And I know I kind of already talked about it, and everybody knows what happened already, but I hear a lot of people, and even myself, I myself included, thought Petr won 3 of the 2 rounds. But those 3 rounds that he won were so close. And I know that's not technically how you, judge fights, but the 2 rounds that Aljamain won were so fucking dominant that I definitely thought Aljamain deserved the win. Split decision, not mad at all. Even if Petr would have took it, it would have felt a lot like the Max Holloway-Volkanovski second fight. And even the first fight, if you want to talk about, but the second fight where the 2 rounds that Holloway won were just so dominant compared to what Volkanovski won. So, I don't know. I'm not mad, but I'm really happy that Aljamain came out and won. I picked him personally to win in the second round submission, and boy, when he got that back in that second round, I was sitting there like, wow. But Petr Yan's just a dog. So, I would like to sit here and talk about who I think Aljo should fight, but it's pretty much been already confirmed, I guess, that TJ Dillashaw is going to get the next fight. And if you're really asking me, I think this is like a Brandon Moreno, Davison Figueiredo type matchup, or before Amanda lost to Juliana Pena, I thought it would have been Amanda Valentina Shevchenko, where there's usually only 2 fighters, and honestly, Volkanovski and Holloway, there's those 2 guys in the division or girls that I could see fight forever. Their matchups are perfect. 10 times out of 10, the fight's going to end differently, and because they're both just so talented. And I would not be mad at them running it back. In my eyes, it's 1-1. I think for most people, it's 1-1. But I know technically Aljo's won both fights, so it's tough to. I guess it's tough. I don't know, to make that argument. But I would have loved to see a third fight. I think it's amazing. I still think there's unfinished beef. I think we will see it. Will there be a title involved? Who knows? We don't know. But anyway, TJ and Aljo seems like it's going to be the next fight, which I honestly, even though TJ did cheat and everything, we all know this, I do think he does deserve it, especially after his impressive win against Corey Sandhagen. I know that's another fight that could have went either way, but for TJ to have his knee blown out so early and to still just go out there and do his thing, I thought it was really impressive. His control time was really good. And it didn't hurt either of them because Corey ends up jumping in front of him, and Sandhagen jumps in front of him and gets his chance against Petr Yan. And, clearly we've seen how that turned out. So, not mad at all at TJ versus Aljo. I think it'll be a really good fight, actually. I'll probably lean with Aljo there, but if this was Dillashaw a couple years ago, Killashaw, I think I'm going with TJ all day. But clearly I'll break that down a little bit more. But I'm excited to see that. And now that leaves you with Petr Yan, what's he supposed to do? He's already beat the shit out of Jose Aldo, already beat the shit out of Sandhagen. I don't want to see Rob Font in there. And there's an argument there for, either Chito Vera or Merab Dvalishvili or whatever, who is Aljo's the teammate. But I think he's ranked 8 or something. But fuck the rankings. I don't care about the rankings here. So that would be a nice, interesting matchup. But the one that I truly want to see now, especially if Triple C, Henry Cejudo, said he's coming back and he's jumping in the USADA pool. If he's truly coming back and he's going to be in the bantamweight division, I would love to see Petr Yan and Henry Cejudo. I know Cejudo probably thinks he deserves a belt in a championship fight. And I know he's been really vying for that Volkanovski fight, which I'm all about it. Even though I know I'm a Holloway guy, I keep saying, and I think Holloway and Volkanovski need a fight again, but it's man, let him be 4C. You know what I'm saying? C4 technically, I think is what he was trying to call it. But I'm always here to see greatness. So, but I would not be mad at all. I think that might be the fight because if you are Henry Cejudo, I almost said Henry Cejudo, but Henry Cejudo, if you are him, I know you won a title fight, but if you're coming back to bantamweight and Sterling and Dillashaw are at it, there's no other better fight out there to. You're not going to fight Sandhagen because that's a really scary fight for him. But Petr Yan's arguably still considered a champion in his eyes, at least, where the fight was so close it could have went either way. That if you beat Petr Yan, that's a great fight, and you just seen what Sterling did. So I mean, I kind of like Henry Cejudo's odds. I still love Petr Yan. I think he's a man, more than a man. I think he's a dog, but I don't know. I think that would be an amazing fight for him to come back to. And honestly, I'd like to see it main event something, so it's a 5-rounder, because then we could really see how it is. Because Petr Yan, I mean, we saw him. Most people thought he won 4th and 5th round against Sterling, so even though I thought it was pretty close, I mean, he still probably won, and that would be a very, very, very interesting fight, because Cejudo seems to come on stronger after the first or 2 rounds, and I don't know. I think Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo would be an amazing fight. Would not be mad at seeing him fight Merab, but I just think if he did fight Merab, I think that he'd probably beat the shit out of him, even though Merab's that guy. And if you are Merab or Sterling, you guys are just you're so close to training partners. Like, one day something's gonna have to happen there if Merab keeps winning and Sterling keeps winning. So I don't know what they would kind of want to do with that. Probably have Merab fight like a Jose Aldo or something, or maybe even Sandhagen, maybe. I don't know, but definitely really love the idea of Henry Cejudo and Petr Yan. So clearly, if that's what happens, I'm all about it, and I think that's the great fight for both of them. Because if you're Petr Yan, what are you gonna do? I mean, you're still in the driver's seat. You could honestly sit there and wait out, and still fight the winner of Dillashaw and Sterling, especially if Dillashaw wins. That's a great fight for Petr Yan. So he's not going to fight Sandhagen again. He's not going to fight Aldo again. Nobody wants to see that. Rob Font needs to get a dub here. In my eyes, I think he needs to get one. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I'm very interested to see how this goes. So I think only time's going to tell. And regardless, it was an amazing fight. Not mad at either of them. I was happy to see Sterling get the dub, though, because I thought he was very dominant 2nd and 3rd round. So, but hey, it's been the 5th round. Steven Moustaris, as always. I hope you guys have a good one.